Number 21. This one, you can keep them both different or separate until you put them together. You can find the least common denominator for this one, and then this is just by itself. But in this particular problem, here I'll write it bigger. Okay, in this problem, the least common denominator is pretty easy to get for both, that it's the same thing. Okay, so for this one, I just need an x over x here, and over here I need x minus 6 over x minus 6. But then it's not that hard to get the same thing here. This is just an x over x. So in this problem, I just found the common denominator for all of it. Okay, so now this gives me 6x squared plus 1 times x minus 6 over x times x minus 6, and all of that over x cubed over x times x minus 6. Okay, now if I keep change flip, these two are going to cancel. So when these two denominators are the same, we can just cross those out. So now I have 6x squared plus x minus 6 divided by x cubed. I feel like I made a mistake. Did I make a mistake? Okay, now this one, you might look at it and go, oh, I need to factor that. And so maybe quickly just do a quick x table. This drops down. 6 times negative 6 is negative 36. What multiplies to give me negative 36 that adds to give me 1? Nothing. So this top is not factorable. So this is your final answer on that one. Okay, next one. We've got 1 over 4, and then down here, again, I've got the same situation where the children got different things for Christmas. So I can multiply this by 4 over 4, and this by x minus 2 over x minus 2. But again, it's not that much of a stretch to change this one too. I mean, you don't have to, but it's not that hard. Okay, so now I've got common denominator in both the numerator and denominator. So up here I have x minus 2 over 4 times x minus 2 all over 4x minus x squared. Okay, this is a negative, so this is a plus a negative, so negative x squared plus 2x over 4 times x minus 2. Okay, all right, these cancel. And I've got x minus 2 over, I'm going to put this in standard form, negative x squared plus 6x. Can I factor again? Yeah, I can. So down here at the bottom, I'm going to factor out, you don't have to factor out a negative x, I am, because I don't like negatives by my x squares. And this is going to give me x minus 6. Like I said though, if you want to, you could do x minus 2 over, you could factor out an x and have negative x plus 6. You could do it that way too. Okay? Okay, just double checking. Okay, let's almost done here. Okay, now we're solving, and it says to check for extraneous solutions. You know that's not my favorite thing to do. So I would say when you're checking for extraneous solutions, at least check for ones that are obvious, the ones that make the denominator 0, okay? All right, so this first one, number 23, we've got 1 fraction equal to 1 fraction. This is where we can cross multiply. So 3 times x minus 2 equals 5 times x plus 2. Okay? Now I'm going to solve this. So I'm going to distribute each side. So equals 5x plus 10. I'm going to combine like terms. So to get x to be positive, you don't have to do that, but I like it. I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides because it's smaller. That gives me negative 6 equals 2x plus 10. And now I subtract 10 from both sides to combine those, and I get negative 16 equals 2x. And then I divide by 2, so x equals negative 8. And this is not extraneous because it is my only answer. Now, it could be that this turns out to be that way, an extraneous. Well, I'm going to have to think about that. It's not extraneous. So you look at it quick, you can see it's not extraneous. Okay, I see in this one that I can factor. So if I can do that, I am going to factor. Okay. This one I cannot cross multiply because I've got more than one term over here. But I do want to get a common denominator. This one has an x, this one has an x, and an x minus 1, and this one doesn't have anything. Okay? So I've got to give this one both. An x and an x minus 1. This one needs an x minus 1 over x minus 1. And that one has both, like I said. And now, when we have all the denominators the same, and this only works when we're solving for x. Don't just start crossing denominators out that are the same, okay? We're going to cross this out. I have x times x minus 1 plus x minus 1 equals x plus 1. Okay, if I distribute this x, I get x squared minus x. The parentheses go away because essentially I'm distributing a 1. But this is plus x minus 1 equals x plus 1. Okay, I can see negative x plus x goes away. If I subtract x and I subtract 1 from both sides, I get x squared minus x minus 2 equals 0. That factors into x minus 2 times x plus 1. So my answers are 2 and negative 1. And if we plug these in, you'll see that they both work. Okay? All right. All right, let's finish this up in the next video.